We come now to compassion that reflects the weave of a spider's web, flexible with cohesion. Dewdrops on web, shifting in breeze. Womb of compassion. In feeling with others, we are shown how to live into our natural desire for cohesion. When I'm able to feel compassion with someone's joy or someone's pain, I feel more likely to stick with them. I'm more likely to want to support them any way I'm able, in small ways or large. I'm more likely to stick with them through their journey of joy or sorrow. Cohesion, the act or process of sticking together tightly. Union between similar parts or organs. Molecular attraction through which the particles of a body are united. Circles of cohesion. Perhaps if we could see cohesion, it would look like this. It's not important to read what is inside the circles. Just notice the number of interdependent, interconnected connections. Interdependent, interconnected connections. The ties that bind us all together, both visible and invisible. Some ties are not seen, but only felt. These ties bind us to all life on earth and those in the spirit realm as well. The ties that bind us all into one tapestry, each thread, each human life, and more than human, woven with grace. These ties are not rigid and narrow like a ruler. They are meant to be flexible, not flexible in the sense of an on-again, off-again relationship, but flexible in the sense of bending to allow movement in the same way a spider's web flexes and bends when something large, like a dragonfly, is caught. When one of the members of our community is caught with an issue they need to wrestle with, the surrounding ties that bind with that person want to flex and bend, to create space, to hold space for that individual to grapple whatever is at hand for them. Sometimes whole communities as one body must wrestle with an issue. When this happens, if our ties that bind us together are flexible, we can bend, move, and labor through the experience, moving together as one, into a deeper space because we have struggled together. The threads in a spider's web are flexible and bend, so it won't break when a large grasshopper comes along. The ties that bind us are flexible and bend, so when a large or small issue comes along, we give and breathe our way through it together. We can also celebrate one another's joys and successes, and there's no telling how far the joy will travel. Compassion, to feel with. The threads of our lives are cohesive and stick together like the sticky threads of a spider's web, flexible with cohesion. When the ties that bind us are flexible in this way, we create a sacred space for growth and expansion to happen, for healing to happen, for love to flow. Members in a community will also work together to repair threads that have been damaged. Flexible with cohesion. Let us pause as we breathe in, flexible with cohesion. Showing compassion by expressing more with less. I call this painting Dylan's Song. It's inspired by Jake's song Missing 3, which he describes as playing with less. One day he picked up his ukulele and noticed that the number 3 string, or the C string, was missing. He started to put a new one on and said to himself, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool to see what I can write with only 3 strings?" The ukulele is a simple instrument. Even within the limits of 3 strings, it's possible to create something beautiful and wonderful. Jake had the chance to play this song for His Holiness the Dalai Lama when he came to Hawaii for the Pillars of Peace program. beautiful song of Missing Three sounds like a lullaby to me. That is how I experienced this song. I associate it with the birth and life of our young friend and neighbor, Dylan, who's now 5 years old. At the time of his birth, the magnolia trees were blooming, spilling their fragrance into the air. Flowers delicate yet firm. His family of 3 are the hands featured in this painting. Pete Seeger sang a song called Broken Cookie by Larry Penn. I remember listening to it as a child. It goes something like, on the way from the cookie pan, a little piece broke off of me, but I can taste just as sweet as a regular cookie can. When my colon was removed, this became one of my theme songs. Whether we are missing the number 3 string on our ukulele, or missing a home or a job, or if we are missing a loved one, or missing an arm or a leg, or if we're missing a colon or parts of our small intestines, we can use the skills we have or learn a new skill and create something beautiful. Right, Dylan? We're taking action, creating within our limits, perceived or real, creating something beautiful, at the same time going beyond into the heartbeat of the universe within ourselves. We use the boundless, limitless light within us and still create something new and beautiful, even from within our limits. Whether or not our bodies move or don't move as we want them to, when we create a conversation, a connection, a friendship, or a moment of peace for ourselves and others, we are creating, moving, and being with life. Beauty and beyond, creating more with less. Let us pause as we breathe in beauty and beyond, creating more with less.